Welcome to another workshop from Delicious Reactions with Mary Ann and my beautiful nieces.
Hello.
Gianna and Natalie. Hopefully everybody had great holidays and everybody was able to enjoy our last delicious double hot cocoa recipe. And today we're going to be making peanut butter granola cups.
Yum.
So along with that, we're also going to be making fruit yogurt smoothies. So as a reminder, everyone, once again, just make sure you wash your hands before you get started. We already did that. And if we're ready, let's go. Let's get after it. So for supplies today, we're going to need a muffin tin. We're also going to need measuring cup, dry measuring cups, the half cup, the 1 cup, some measuring spoons, and mixing spoons. We'll also need a mixing bowl. For our ingredients, we're going to need Rice Crisp cereal, chocolate chips, old-fashioned oatmeal, peanut butter, honey, and then for the smoothies, we're going to need the juice, the yogurt, and some frozen fruit. Today we're going to use mangoes. So I'm excited. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Okay. It's hopefully going to be a delicious and easy recipe. Again, you can make this with your brothers, sisters, nieces, mothers, fathers. It's really a versatile recipe where we can actually do a lot of substitution. So I'll kind of go through that as we do the peanut butter chocolate chip, but there's also different variations in case someone might have a peanut allergy and so on. Okay, so to get started, for the peanut butter chocolate chip granola cups, what we're going to need is we first are going to use the honey and peanut butter and mix it. So after we measure the peanut butter and honey, we're going to mix it and then we'll put in all the dry toppings and get that going. A little quick tip while we're measuring the honey, I don't know if you guys knew this, but honey is always sticky. And the best way to get it out of a measuring cup after we measure it is to spray cooking spray first into the cup, and then believe it or not, it slides right out. Did you guys know that?
No.
Well, you're gonna learn something new today. So I'm going ahead and spray this so it gets all coated. And then, G, did you wanna just measure out? We need a 1/3 cup of honey. I like to use the raw honey. Again, any honey will do. So if you wanna go on ahead and fill it into the 1/3 cup measurement. And again, with your measuring cup, it should have the 1/3 cup measurement on there so you can kind of eyeball it. And keep it going. In the event that the honey, if you have an allergy or you don't like the way that honey tastes, we can also use agave nectar. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. And that has the same sticky consistency that will also assist in this recipe and get it kind of that sweet taste. So what we'll do is we'll go on ahead and good job. If you want to pour it in there.
You want me to?
Sure, go for it. And you'll actually notice on how it kind of slides right out, you see?
It's like you're pouring water.
Yeah. Isn't that pretty cool?
Yeah.
I'm going to kind of just assist on over here and just make sure to get it all out.
Yeah.
Got it? Okay. Good job, Nay. And then, so now you can kind of, I'll put this aside here. We'll need a 1/2 cup of peanut butter now. So here's the peanut butter. We've already got it here. If you want to scoop out a 1/2 cup.
Oh my gosh.
There you go.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's good. And you can kind of just assist it with the spoon.
This spoon?
Yeah, sure. All right. You guys work together there. And what they'll do is they'll kind of start stirring it once all the peanut butter gets kind of used. Yeah, kind of use it off to the side. Something you'll know about the recipe too is, again, it's really, I want to say it's almost foolproof. If you want to start stirring that. And the reason I say it's foolproof because, again, once you actually have it sticking together, you can always add a little more peanut butter or a little more honey in the event that the ingredients aren't really sticking to one another. You just add a little bit more of the sticky. And then in reverse, if it's a little too sticky, you can always add a little bit more of the dry ingredients. So, is it well blended?
I believe so.
Okay, good job. So now it pretty much looks like this. Again, I think the peanut butter takes the I guess, majority on here, and it looks a little creamy. Now we're going to need 1 cup of the oats. So if you want to measure out the 1 cup of oats, got it?
Just a little more.
Yeah, and you can use I mean, your hands are clean, so no
Yes.
worries with that.
I'll just do this.
That's fine. We washed them. There you go, bam.
There's a lot of oats.
It's okay.
Stir
And then
it.
actually we can just take all the rest of them. If you want, we have a half of the rice cereal. And we'll put that there. Now I'm gonna just put a little more because it's sticking to the peanut butter. And then also about half a cup here of the chocolate chips.
Whoa.
And there you go. And you stir it.
Stirring.
As she's stirring that, I'm gonna measure out a teaspoon of vanilla. And then I'll actually go into some of the variations here. And I'm just gonna drop that in as she's stirring, and also just a pinch of salt. Okay, I mean, again, it's whatever your preference is. With that said, for peanut allergies, you don't necessarily need to use peanut butter. You can also use almond butter or any type of nut butter, along with, again, as I mentioned earlier, the agave nectar. Then you could also omit the rice cereal and just use oats. We can also make like an oatmeal raisin. So instead of using the chocolate chips, you may want to sub it out for raisins with an almond butter. We can also make like a coconut chocolate chip one, almost like an almond joy. So it's okay. G's just making a mess here. So as you see, as I was saying, it's really kind of, if you like candy, you can use small little M&Ms and make them almost into little monster bites. The idea is it's really whatever kind of just is your preference. But we like peanut butter and chocolate, so this is one that we enjoy eating here. And G, you did a great job. And this is really it. So this is what it's gonna look like. And at this point, it's ready to pretty much go into the muffin tin. So 2 things we can do with the muffin tin. We can spray it with the cooking spray, or we can also line it with little muffin liners. So it's, once again, really versatile, which whatever kind of works for your home. And then we're gonna do the cooking spray. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go on ahead, put about a tablespoon of the actual mixture into the muffin cups after I do the cooking spray, and then it needs to refrigerate for a good 20 minutes. So we're gonna work on that real quick here while I spray this. Okay, we got our little spoon, so we're gonna kind of shape it. You ready?
Yeah.
Here you go. Nay and G can work on this.
You don't not
Definitely not that much. Literally probably a little more, G. The idea is to really get almost the whole cup that's in the muffin tin filled. And you can just pop it in there. It should make about 24. If the girls use the right amount, it should make 24. And the idea
You're filling them.
it's okay. She just wants bigger muffin cups, and again, it's really whichever you guys prefer. And as you guys do this, then I'm going to show you a trick at the end to kind of just, we're going to use our finger and kind of jam it in there.
I was using the spoon. There. You have to eat smaller now.
Nope, you guys are doing great.
Thank you.
Again, there's no, I mean, this is the fun of cooking, like genuinely. Anything goes. You make a mess, you clean it up, no big deal.
Making a mess is the fun part. Cleaning it up is not.
Well, we always have a designated cleaner-upper, right?
True.
I mean,
Not
I don't know what you guys are doing here. You're putting it all over the pan. But, you know, I'm gonna help them so we can kind of get the show on the road.
I just want to eat
here.
it already.
You'll get to eat it in about 15
I
minutes,
forgot that you can use your
Natalie.
hands.
Yeah, our hands are clean.
I can't see.
Sorry, okay. So we're getting this here all going for us.
Yeah.
And I think this is the perfect consistency again. The trick again that you guys will learn is you do need to kind of let this rest in the fridge for that 15-20 minutes. And the reason being is, again, a little bit of science here. The moisture of the peanut butter and the honey actually allows the oatmeal and the rice cereal to stick together. So what you'll see is once they're done in that 15-20 minute window, you'll take these out with no baking, nothing, and they'll actually be stuck to one another. What we do then is just kind of gently press down. You want to lightly tap your finger in water if you guys want to kind of just push it down. Again, the water allows it to kind of not stick, and I will show you now what the masterpiece looks like once we're done shaping these. These are really good for a quick snack when you get home from school, or if you want to put them in your lunchbox, or just right before bed with a glass of milk. I mean, we literally eat them all the time here. Okay, good job. See, you guys did good.
Do we get the lower ones?
No, yeah, that's fine. It's okay. These are a little smaller, but that's good.
Because there's somebody put some on these.
That's okay. And so this is more or less the way that they're gonna look before they go into the fridge. And again, whoops. Oh. And again, we're just gonna put it into the fridge for a good 20 minutes. And while these are in the fridge, we're gonna quickly make a fruit smoothie. I already have a tray of these in the fridge that have been in there for a good half hour plus. So those are ready to go. So I'm just gonna swap them out. Okay, these are the ones that are done. And so again, these are done, ready to go. And we will do the smoothie, and then we will kind of just put that in. Now the same goes for the fruit smoothie. I don't know, Natalie, if you kind of want to head over that way, and then we'll actually take these cups out and put it on a plate. If you actually, we're doing a mango yogurt fruit smoothie today with apple juice. Again, any variation works. You guys don't necessarily need to use frozen mangoes. You can use strawberries, you could use any berries, you could use, apples or bananas. We prefer mangoes, so what we are gonna do first is actually, we wanna measure out, here's some apple juice. Again, you could use an orange juice, you could use any type of fruit juice, genuinely, again, to your preference. So Natalie, if you can measure out the 8 ounces, we're gonna use the actual blender here. It has measurements. You could keep it on there, sweetie. Yeah, you can keep it on there. And then you can just put this and just measure out to where it says 8 ounces for the apple juice.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Sorry.
So you're talking about the mango?
No. The mangoes, we're gonna use the cup for that. You got it? You can just spill it in there.
Yeah, I'm just scared of it.
It's okay. We'll wipe it. Up to 8 ounces, you got it?
We're almost there. Okay, we're there.
Okay, good.
No, a little more. I'm horrible at pouring things.
No worries, you're doing good. Okay, and so then, for the smoothie, we need the yogurt, the juice, and the frozen fruit. Again, it's nice and easy. A cup of the frozen mangoes. At this point, if you wanted to do strawberry mango, you could do a half a cup of strawberries, a half a cup of mango. Go on ahead and measure out a cup.
Of mangoes?
Mm-hmm. You got it? I know they're frozen, so.
Yeah.
And the reason I personally enjoy using the frozen fruit is it actually adds a nice creamy texture to a smoothie. Again, you could use fresh fruit, that's not a problem. If you do use fresh fruit, I would suggest to probably throw some ice in there to give it that creamy texture feel. The yogurt makes it creamy too, so gee, if you wanted to actually get a cup of yogurt, and we use the vanilla Greek yogurt. Again, if you wanted to use a variation of strawberry yogurt, you can. It doesn't necessarily need to be the Greek yogurt. It's again, preference, just like the granola cups. It's whatever you prefer. It's a very friendly recipe. We're going to go on ahead, and now the ingredients are all in there, so do you know how to put the lid on?
I think so.
Okay, thanks guys.
This is good.
No, it's okay. I'll help
Is
you.
that right?
And again, oops, we gotta flip it. There we go. Here, these kind of have to line up. And every blender is different. So please, again, you can have this blender, you can have a quick bullet blender, whichever. The idea here is just to mix it up and get it into a smoothie form. This is gonna end up making about 24 ounces, and depending on the serving size, 3 8-ounce servings equal 24 ounces, so that should be a good 3 cups. If you wanted to do 12 ounces, then you could, again, using math there, you could divide that by 2. So once it's in the blender, you can just hit your high. Sorry. There you go. And we're going to blend it up. A good consistency. This one's looking a little, and I'm gonna stop because it's looking a little liquidy. So in my opinion, now if it were a little bit more thick, we would need a little more liquid. This is kind of the opposite. I think we need a little more mango, and I'm sorry, I'm kind of just overreaching you, so I'm sorry. You can just throw,
Mangoes.
and I would actually probably just throw what we can measure out. I don't know, maybe we didn't do all of them, but again, just throw them in there, and then let's start the blender again.
Do I just press the same button?
Yeah, you just. It's good. And just about halfway through here, I'm going to show you just the consistency. It's looking pretty good. It's a little bit more liquidy than I prefer. So again, I'm just going to turn. And we're going to put the rest of these mangoes in there. And with that said, we'll blend it again. Now, in the event that it was too thick, then I would suggest to put a little bit more liquid in there. But because we want to get it a little bit more like a frozen drink, and then we're going to hit smoothie again. And now we'll blend it just for about another minute, and it should be ready to go then. That should do it, and it actually is 24 ounces on the nose. And I don't know if girls, you wanted to pour it into the cup and kind of show. I actually enjoy doing spinach with this one too. You can do a frozen spinach in there, or you could do fresh spinach because you do have the frozen fruit in there. I don't know if you guys heard again because I know the blender was going, but in the event that it was too I would say icy or frothy, then you can always add a little more liquid, whether it be juice or water. Some folks actually add honey to their smoothie. You can pour those, just pour them probably halfway through. And because these are bigger than 8-ounce cups. That said, you could use honey to sweeten it if you wanted to. I personally feel that with the yogurt and the actual, the fruit makes it sweet enough with the fruit juice. And there you have it. Good job. And so now we'll actually kind of look at the cups and see how they came out. And we will enjoy smoothies with granola cups. You could just leave it there. We'll clean it up now. Okay, got it? We'll scoot over here. It kind of gets stuck to the counter with the suction cups. So
There's suction cups.
There's suction cups on the blender. And it was actually Natalie's first time using a blender.
Yes.
So she learned today. So good job. No, nothing to be scared of. It's actually a great powerful machine. Okay, so we're gonna look at the cups, and again, these were the ones that were in the refrigerator for a good 20 minutes. We have the other ones in there that we made, and you literally just kind of force it out with a knife. And again, using a knife, you have to be very careful. And this is a cup. And you can, at this point, actually feel free to store them in an airtight container for up to a week in the fridge. Or you can eat them all up, whichever. And keep in mind, if you use muffin liners, it's probably a little easier to just pull the muffin liner out, and you can store it too with the muffin liners. So I would say go for it. I'm going to give you each one. Natalie's getting right to work there. And here you go, G. Here we got it. Okay. And I would say until our next workshop,
cheers to the new year.